Okay, now we have moved to the east and to the south here in the cemetery a few hundred feet. Have to ignore the train for a minute. And we are at the Bowman Kaufman plot. Kaufman being maiden name of Sophie. And one of her sons is buried here, and Dad is going to tell us about that.
Yeah, well, this is the grave of Frederick Hoppert. That was Grandma Sophie's firstborn son, and she named him Frederick because she had a twin brother, Frederick, who was killed in a scalding accident. See, Grandma's maiden name was Kaufman, and they were butchers and had meat markets, and they were butchering hogs, and they were scalding the hogs, which was customary. And somehow or other, young Frederick, who was 8 years old, got in with the hot water and was scalded to death. And he was 8 years old at the time. And later on, he drowned in the Sheboygan River down near the New Jersey Avenue Bridge. He and some friends were in a boat, and he somehow or other got into the water and drowned. And he drowned at 8 years old, and he drowned the same day that Uncle Carl was born. So, well, naturally, when Grandma's name was favorite name was Frederick, because her twin brother had been Frederick, and then now her son was Frederick, and they died, and I was the oldest grandchild to be born, so I got the name Frederick. And
with that kind of a history, it must have been with some hesitation when you learned about this history of the Fredericks.
Well, not really. I knew about it, and the name is on one of the windows in the Emmanuel Lutheran Church, and that's where Grandpa Hoppert was a director, and he, well, when young Frederick died, they purchased a full-size colored glass window in his memory, and that still is there today.
Huh.
And so when I was going to grade school there, it was always kind of interesting when we went to church, that I could see my name on this window.
Well, I'm going to step back and just show how many Kaufmans are buried here. Now here's another Frederick, Dad. Is that the brother?
What?
This Frederick, is this is this the brother?
Well, that must be another name. That's
another Frederick Kaufman?
This is the one over here.
Well, that was a popular name. Here's another Frederick.
Yeah, but these are, does it say what surname does it give there?
Kaufman?
Kaufman, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dad, I missed something. The brother of Sophie was scalded.
Yeah.
But he didn't die.
Yes.
He died.
Yes, he died.
And then the first son of hers was Frederick, and he drowned.
Yes.
Okay.
This is a baby Gustav.
You know, Nathan.
Yes,
The infamous Aunt Minnie, or one of them. See if
well, there were two of them. I think this was Minnie Kaufman. That was, William. That's Uncle Willie is next door there. See that? He was the brother.
You see the boat?
No.
Make her home.
He was a butcher.
Oh.
And I don't know what Frederick is.
Uncle Willie.
Frederick.
Uncle Willie lasted quite a bit. 1947.
Yeah, I remember him very well. He was a short, rather chubby man.
These were 1828 to 1896, so these must have been parents.
I don't know.
Here's Bertha. Now here's another Frederick, a Frederick Bowman.
Yeah, we'll see. He died in...
Now that one I think says
1890.
born 1807.
Oh, yeah. See, in fact, there are the Heinekes. And there's Dr. Elfers, too. He's the one that delivered me. He was married to Friederike Bowman Elfers. And she was related to Grandma Hoppert.
This one, the Frederick Elfers?
Yeah. Well, her name was Bowman to begin with.
That was a doctor, Dr. Frederick Elfers?
No, Joseph.
Oh, Joseph next door.
Yeah.
He delivered Dad.
Right.
He was the first doctor in the family. And I remember we would go to visit them, and I remember his funeral.
And the Heinekes are where?
Well,
Oh, Herman Heineke, right there. And how are the Heinekes tied in with this group?
Augusta Heineke was Grandma Sophie's sister. She was the matriarch of the Heineke family. I mean, you've met Harold Heineke, haven't you?
I believe we did. And that's probably where Aunt Dusty got her name.
Yes.
It's from her sister.
Right. Her aunt.
Yes. But from Sophie's sister.
Yes.
Not as big as the Washington Monument, but similar in looks. Okay. Moving on.